One at Rose Hill from Sydney. Light is on as the runner's coming into the stall. We'll go across now to our caller.
6 metres of ground hasn't been galloped on for quite a few weeks. And everything is in readiness now for the start to be effected over the 1450. 2-year-old fillies are racing in this. Starter goes up onto his ladder now, so we'll soon see them away. Spend a Fortune, now trained by Dr. Jeff Chapman, sitting back a little. Former country horse. And attended in with Spend a Fortune. One out wide, giving a shade of bother. Another attendant leaps from the centre of the line, out the back, and hot foots it to the outside. Whimper's been behaving herself beautifully on the inside in the Masqué colours, white, purple star. Yes. I think we're the assistant starters dispatching this field, and the actual starter, Billy Dale, has hopped in with one of the runners in about stall 4. Racing this time. B. Gray missed it hopelessly, and other than that, it was a pretty good start. Hot Classic, one of the best to begin. Whimper and Spend a Fortune racing up with Deep Spring, and on the extreme outside, Dandelier trying to find a posse, and then Samara and Broadway Rhythm Divisible. A length to Tudor Sphere, and behind those next is Colour Wagon, and then comes Just a Patch and Dream Goddess. B. Gray tacking on, and last of all now is Pretty as Paint at the first corner at the 1,000, and Spend a Fortune races for the lead, a little more than a length on Hot Classic, a length away third Whimper. In the middle, Samara being pushed hard, and caught out wider is Divisible, followed by Dandelier nearer to the inside rail. A length the Coloured Wagon, then Broadway Rhythm after one Just a Patch, and Deep Spring ridden hard after one Tudor Sphere, and then comes Dream Goddess a long way back. So too is Pretty as Paint, and B. Gray brings up the rear. Down by the 600 metres, and Spend a Fortune is the leader here, about a half to 3/4 of a length. Hot Classic on the outside. Dandelier a handy third, then Divisible, followed by Whimper, Samara, Broadway Rhythm, Just a Patch and Coloured Wagon. Around the corner they travel. Hot Classic on the outside has raced to the lead from Spend a Fortune. Whimper third, Dandelier fourth, and Masters goes for Dandelier. At the 300 metres, and Hot Classic challenged by Whimper. Dandelier a half length further out. Now the Denham horses are going to battle this out, Whimper and Dandelier. They've grabbed a Hot Classic. It's Dandelier coming at Whimper now. Whimper just in front, stride by stride. Dandelier is getting it, but the post might be too close. Yes, Whimper hangs on to win it. Whimper's won it a half head to Dandelier. Third home was Hot Classic. Then came Pretty as Paint, who ran on well from Broadway Rhythm, Deep Spring, Just a Patch. A break, Spend a Fortune, and then on the inside, B. Gray over Coloured Wagon. And the last 4 were Tudor Sphere, Divisible, Samara, and Dream Goddess.
Start too with the Best Away Tribal Report from Lady Rymel, Roses for You, and then came over on the outside Berliner, and they've already dropped off Jazz Spirit. She's 3 or 4 lengths away. Racing past the 800 metre mark now, and the Top Weight Tribal Report shows the way by a length to Lady Rymel. A couple of lengths Berliner outside of Roses for You, who's racing keener today, and only a couple away now to Jazz Spirit taking up order. As they come to the 600 before the turn into the straight, and still the leader is Tribal Report, and she shows the way a length and a half to Lady Rymel. Roses for You going okay third, about to be popped a question. Brawliner and Jazz Spirit joining in. Anybody's races, they turn for home with 400 to go. Tribal Report by a length to Lady Rymel. Roses for You ridden up now on the rail, is looking for a split and nearly getting through. Out wide a Brawliner, followed by Jazz Spirit joining in. It's not over yet, 200 to go. Lady Rymel goes up on the outside of Tribal Report, and Roses for You was next from Brawliner, and Jazz Spirit's only a couple off the lead. Roses for You out after Lady Rymel, and Tribal Report with Brawliner. Lady Rymel just in front on the line though, and will get home. Lady Rymel gets in by about a long head to Tribal Report. Roses for You close up, and close up fourth too was Brawliner, and close up fifth and last Jazz Spirit.
Well, they're almost set. They've raced in Brisbane.
Badly near the inside, missed it a length. Petruccio got the best of it, bounced in front. Mooncutter showing speed, and Solitary Rose showing dash in the early stages with Chapman and Monaco Lady. Nebraska Nick began very quickly, and pushing up along the inside is High Gita, Kadichi, Grand Cindy. Next, Galaxy's Pride a bit wide. Then Champagne, Jim Ice Flake, Wandering Bell, Ray Sale getting well back, and Buster's Mistake is last. 1,000 metres to go. Mooncutter the leader, races away. 2 lengths in front. Goldorm second, Petruccio third. Lady Moolong has gone up fast to be fourth on the outside, and then Nebraska Nick Aspiol control of the rails, and then Grand Cindy. Canny Lass is midfield on the rails at the moment, but going forward, then Galaxy's Pride, further back Solitary Rose. High Geeta's next on the inside, then Kadichi, Raise Sail, Champagne Jim. Further back in the field, then came Wandering Bell on the inside of Ice Flake, then Buster's Mistake and Monaco Lady as they run towards the home turn. 450 metres left to go. Moon Cutter shows the way, a length in front. Petruccio second, and Gold Orm going up strongly, but a bit wide on the track, followed by Lady Murlong, Nebraska Nick next, and then Aspion on the inside. Grand Cindy, Canny Lass running on fairly well, and then Galaxy's Pride. Raise Sail is back about midfield, 250 metres to go. Gold Orm swooped up on the outside to go to the lead. It's Gold Orm almost a length in front of Petruccio, Moon Cutter. Canny Lass is making up ground with Raise Sail on the outside. Gold Orm in front of Petruccio, leads by a length. Raise Sail is flashing home at the end. Gold Orm just in front. Raise Sail lunged. Oh, gee, it's close. This is tight, very tight between Raise Sail, the outside, and Gold Orm. Third, Canny Lass. Fourth, Petruccio. Next in, Moon Cutter, Galaxy's Pride, Nebraska Nick, and then Buster's Mistake, High Geeta, Ice Flag. Well back in the field, Kadichi, Grand Cindy, Chapman, Lady Mulung. Petruccio pulled up pretty quickly, then Wandering Bell, Solitary Rose, Monaco Lady, and Champagne Jim.
That's just about ready here at the Valley. Numbers 135 in Sydney, 135 the winner. The favourite, Whimper, 135.65. Dandelier, the stablemate, 95, and Hot Classic, 85 cents. And the first Quinella, $1 even in Sydney, and the trifecta, $4.55. And now in Adelaide, 315, Lady Rimmel, 150 and 75. Tribal Report, 55. No third for Roses for You. Quinella, $1 even again, and the trifecta, $4.55 for Adelaide. They have the Apprentice riding this favourite, Rural Dream, in the red with the Lilac Maltese Cross. Yes, they're set to go race 2 at
This
Rose
is over
Hill.
1,100 metres. Grey Condor and Tandria late scratchings. They're off this time, and the favourite, Real Dream, was best to begin on the outside, but he can't get over. Alzark punches through to lead a length on Real Dream. Lord Paddington showing a good turn of speed this afternoon. Redecorate improving, a length to Vain Top, and then Loaded Gold, followed by Sudden Impulse, and last is Dashing Vagabond. Past the 800, Alzark, a length and a half on Real Dream. And that a half then on the inside, Redecorate. 2 to Lord Paddington, losing ground. Loaded Gold shading him. 2.5, Vain Top. Then Sudden Impulse, and whipping the field in Dashing Vagabond at the 500. Coming onto the point of the corner here, Alzark, 3/4 to a length on Real Dream. Redecorate third, fourth, Loaded Gold. Then Lord Paddington, Vain Top, Sudden Impulse, and Dashing Vagabond not travelling well. Real Dream after Alzark and heads it off, coming to the 300. Loaded Gold a length further away, and then Redecorate. Now Zab's gone for the whip on Real Dream. It passes the 200. It's being taken on by Loaded Gold. Redecorate third. Loaded Gold bridging the gap on Real Dream. Loaded Gold on the outside, maybe going a shade the better it is. It gains the upper hand and it goes away. And on the line, it's Loaded Gold, about a half length clear on Real Dream. Third position to Redecorate, and then Lord Paddington, Sudden Impulse, Vain Top, Dashing Vagabond, and the early leader, Alzark, has weakened to finish.
Well, some results there from Brisbane. 18 Raise Sail was the horse on the outside that got that photo up there in the opening event at Eagle Farm. It paid $21.80 and $7.75. Gold Orm, number 14, $6.95. And 1 Canny Lass, the Victorian filly, 60 cents for 18, 14 and 1. And that first Quinella at Eagle Farm, $597.45. Now at Sydney, the second event going to Loaded Gold. Bruce Compton, number 8, it returned 5.25 and 1.20. To the favourite Real Dream, 65, and Redecorate, number 7, returned 90. The Sydney Quinella, 5.05 for 8 and 2, and the trifecta for 8, 2 and 7. A dividend of $41.75. Now over in Adelaide, we're looking at race 2, and we've got a bigger field than was the case in the first event there. Your scratchings of 14, 17 and 18. Now for race 2, last couple of runners are moving in at Morfordville.
The Dominant Chemicals Grand National Hurdle to be run on Saturday the 20th of July. Nominations for that close on the 15th of July. Let's hope we get a number of the Victorians over for that Grand National. It's always a great race. Good prize money too. Just about set. They're ready now. The high income handicap. Light flashing away. Racing, good start, 2 on assignment away quickly, missing it badly, Magic Constev, and also the stablemate Broughton Bay, best away with the others on, settling down. Little Hi-Fi going fast with Up and Over Pete, even Skula Poet. In that division on, settling down too, showing good speed was Bacchus Girl, and also going quickly Brave Smile from a wide alley, working over. Up there behind those, making good ground, Broughton Bay from a slow start, and then came Romantic Jim, well back on assignment, getting back after beginning quickly. It's with Chorus Music and Rule the Skies, also well back out of ground from Holyrood before the turn. Stanismar is a mile back out of it, being caught by Magic Constev, who missed the start, and 3 lengths away. Last of all is the other one, Royal Commune. They swing for home now. They've got about 4.60 to go, and Even Score will lead them up for the judge by a length. 2 in second placing. Regal for Me's gone up quickly on the outside. It's running a big race. La Poet is held up behind them, trying to get out. It's having a bump with Little Hi-Fi up and over Pete down the outside. Romantic Jim is joining in late, and they were followed then by Bacchus Girl. On assignment is plodding away, and further back behind the Magic Constev and Holyrood, right out on the extreme outside. Romantic Jim has raced up quickly. Here's On Assignment coming late, and Regal for Me still there, and Up and Over Pete is a great go. On Assignment between the line of 4 is going to prevail. On Assignment gave them a start and a beating. On Assignment came home like a train to win from Orr. Up and Over Pete, I'm for rather Regal for Me, and the one right down the outside, Romantic Jim. They're right across the track. Any go for the minors. Further back, Rule the Sky running home late from Bacchus Girl. A Little Hi-Fi, La Poet didn't go on, Holyrood, and then came Magic Constev, beating a few in Royal Commune. Stanismar, well back, Chorus Music, but it beat some home and pulled up quickly, as did Brave Smile, and one of the last in was Broughton Babe.
Now this filly has won here on assignment. She's a filly by Owen J. Starr. She's the one that is now 5 horses out, going out after the leaders. The grey filly there. She still hasn't reached them, and now she's driving through that huge gap that enables her to get through. Prepared by Joe Hall, and she's raced up to grab the lead, and on the post she has got a margin of about a half length on the line. Now the minors are very very tight. We've got Up and Over Pete, Regal for Me, and also Romantic Jim. Now here at the moment on the course, on the harness course, is the Mobile Pie, the biggest pie we've seen in years, and it's making its way around the track now. Reminds me of a well-known harness commentator that probably would have made short work of that particular big pie too. Up in Brisbane, they're just about ready now. It's race number 2, it's Eagle Farm, as we go and join Wayne Wilson.
And we're just about set. $3.60 and $1.80 for Shamrock Miss, the favourite. Starting signal. Banshee Arrow near the inside. Snowcap, Fire Galaxy, No Charity. I'm giving trouble, Halstead. A couple of attendants rushing in to give the jockey some assistance. The starter's just about happy with them. The lights are on. Starter takes up the button, ready to jump. Racing now, Banshee Arrow began quickly, and Fire Galaxy began nicely. Ace Tone missed it badly, missed it 3 or 4 lengths. Banshee Arrow and Fire Galaxy vying for the lead, and final result is going very fast, looming up into second place and now shooting to the front. Blue September, Gay Gazelle and Snowcap began nicely. They're handy in the early part with No Charity on the inside. Princess Regal out a bit deep, and then Solitary Queen. Shamrock Miss is worst in midfield at the moment on the inside of Splendid Flight, and Blue Silhouette picking up ground. Well back is Sentence, Normandy Bay next on the outside, then a Halstead, and Ace Tone is last. 650 metres left to go, and the leader final result kicked away 2 in front of Gay Gazelle, Banshee Arrow, and then Fire Galaxy. Snowcapped is next on the inside, followed then by Girl Talk picking up ground, Solitary Queen, and then Blue September, Blue Silhouette, Shamrock Miss. Well back in the field is Ace Tone, and then Princess Regal. 350 metres to go. Final result, the leader still clear, 2 lengths in front. Banshee Arrow battling on fairly well. Fire Galaxy down the outside, No Charity picking up ground, and then Shamrock Miss and Solitary Queen. 150 metres out, final result, just the leader. Banshee Arrow now having a crack at final result. No Charity, and Shamrock Miss is flying. Look at her. She's coming home right over the top of them, and she got up to win it. I'd say she's won it by a nose, Shamrock Miss. Shamrock Miss has just beaten No Charity, tied for third. Flashing home was Halstead, there in a photo with final result, and Banshee Arrow. Next in was Sentenced, and then Ace Tone, Snowcap, Solitary Queen, Blue Silhouette, Gay Gazelle, then Blue September, Normandy Bay, Wellback, Fire Galaxy weakened at the end, and then Girl Talk, Princess Regal, and Premier Flight last of all.
Well, that's a big performance by this one. Shamrock Miss in the black with the yellow hoops, and you won't see it for a while, but then you'll see it, and it really does fly home. That's final result in front from Banshee Arrow, but look at this one on the outside in the blinkers. It has become airborne. It's starting to flash down the outside and finishing at a tremendous rate. Has swamped them near the line, and she has made it now 3 on the trot, this one, Shamrock Miss. To get up and win, No Charity. The grey will get second. That's the one that went with her. And it's pretty tight there between, over on the inside, the Victorian filly final result, and also Banshee Arrow for third. But a big win by Shamrock Miss, number 6. It's come with a withering run. 15, No Charity to get second. And it appears that final result, the one in the yellow colours over on the rail, might just hang on and get third placing in the red with the gold sash sleeves and blue cap. Race 2 at Morfordville, 13 on assignment, 2.65 and 95. Number 7 Regal for Me, $2.25, and number 1 Up and Over Pete, 80 cents, 13.7 and 1. And the Quinella dividend is $15.70. The trifecta, $161 even. 161 even for the trifecta. And up in Brisbane, 6.15 and 14. Shamrock Miss, who finished hard to win, $1.60 and 90. Number 15, No Charity, $1.95 and 14 final result. After the photo, hang on to get third to pay $1.90, and the Quinella $9 even, 6.15 and 14 on race number 2 at Eagle Farm. And the track is dead. Rose Hill track amended to dead. Race 3. Here's Ian Craig.
Racing this time, Romantic Spirit, one of the best to begin. Farris King at Anchor Bay with the Brotherhood slow. And settling down, the boys on the outside lead. Leningrad, and moving forward very quickly is on the inside on Bended Knee. Truth and Honour not far away, and Birthday Cake pushing up. Bail Up not all that far back. Neither Diamond Treasure, Sly Lad. Inconceivable making ground very, very quickly now to go up and join the lead. Anchor Bay going to midfield, or Copter Check, and then comes the Brotherhood on the outside. King of Gypsies, Ovation, Imperial Coup, Corrie Cell and Karma Cruise to the first corner, and Inconceivable dashes to the front from Romantic Spirit. Du Bois third, then Diamond Treasure, and on the rails on Bended Knee over Truth and Honour, Leningrad. A break to Birthday Cake, Farris King, Sly Lad, and then comes on the outside Bail Up again, getting mobilised from Secret Century. The Brotherhood losing ground in a gap, then to King of Gypsies, Ovation a long way from them, and so too is Corrie Cell. Karma Cruise at Anchor Bay brings up the rear. The big field is galloping in the direction of the corner at the 450. Inconceivable just leading from Du Bois. Diamond Treasure out 3 deep on the rails on Bended Knee, then Romantic Spirit behind those next. Birthday Cake, Truth and Honour, and Farris King badly cluttered away, but Du Bois shot clear, and racing to the 200 metres, Du Bois about 2 lengths Diamond Treasure, Inconceivable third, and then Farris King into the open, but Du Bois in front, 150 out. The second horse is Diamond Treasure, making a good race of it with Du Bois, but Du Bois is going to be too good, and Du Bois has beaten Diamond Treasure. Karma Cruise on the inside with Inconceivable and Farris King in a photo for the minor. Then came the Brotherhood, Bailed Up, Birthday Cake, Truth and Honour, King of Gypsies, Sly Lad. Then came Romantic Spirit and Anchor Bay, Corrie Cell, Leningrad, Ovation, never threatened danger. Neither did Imperial Coup. Secret Century second last, head on Bended Knee back at the rear of the field.
Well, the winner there on the outside, and that corded cap, and that's Du Bois in the white with the red Maltese cross and the dark blue sleeves. Zab is the winning rider, and there it goes. After young Zab was beaten on Real Dream in the previous race, it's amazing how they bounce back. And Du Bois is gelding with a prominent white face and offside front. It's pretty well prominent too, the white one there. Quickly proving too strong in the run of the line, number 7. And it's one from number 16, which is Diamond Treasure. That's the colt on the outside, I should say, in the white face. And young Zab rode hard on Du Bois to get that lead and just hold out Diamond Treasure. And Karma Cruise might poke up on the fence and perhaps put Inconceivable out of the third prize. But the winner, too good, Du Bois, number 7, and it was showing on the tote about $7.70 and $1.80. Stand up there in Sydney, the trifecta there paid as a trio, 7, 16 and 17. Number 7, Du Bois, $7.70 and $1.90, $7.75 Diamond Treasure. Karma Cruise, number 17, $5.15, $193.10 the Quinella. And as a trio in any order for the trifecta, $8,350.20. The lights on at Morfordville.
Set to go. Racing now. Jimbridge missed it from the inside slightly. Mallow and Executive Man no real speed early. Neither has, for that matter, Byhurst, and also getting back Huckster. Gordon's Leap was back second last as they go over the crossing nearing the 1800, and last of all is Convarry. And Gordon's Leap is fighting against the rider. The leader now is Garson Ra. It gets to the front quite easily. From Tungwa second, there's no speed on. Kiwi Exchange pulls its way up to third. It's working against the rider as they go by the 1600. Down on the inside is Fab's Image getting the run of the race, followed through on the inside by Wise Caper. Final Lullaby was next, then Jimbridge. Back behind horses came Byhurst, who's pulling treble. Huckster around its outside, they're walking. Further back in the field, Executive Man. Gordon's Leap has settled down a little better. Mallow second last, and last of all still is Convarry. So they work along the far side of the course now. They go towards the 1200 metre mark with Garson Ra by a couple of lengths to Tungwa. In third place in Kiwi Exchange, and they were followed further back behind those then by Wise Caper. Fab's Image off the rail around it. Huckster's never been near the rail. It's still three deep. Final Lullaby pushes it out there, and it's going up between that horse and Jimbridge the rail. Now Gordon's Leap is making a move. Back there with it Byhurst, followed by Executive Man. Mallow starting to make a little bit of ground, and 3 or 4 lengths to Convarry, who can't catch them as they work past the 800 metre mark. The leader is Garson Ra by a length and a half. Kiwi Exchange goes up boldly to second, followed by Fab's Image around Tungwa. Huckster improving. It's never been on the track, but running on with Final Lullaby. Gordon's Leap was there, and so was Wise Caper. Clear then of Jimbridge, Mallow. Byhurst in the middle. Executive Man not doing enough at the moment is one of the last with Convarry, but they're packing right up now, and it's going to be a charge for home. 400 to go. Into the straight they come. Garson Ra joined now by Fab's Image and Kiwi Exchange. Tungwa beaten. Wise Caper, Byhurst out wide. Huckster, Final Lullaby. Gordon's Leap from well back, but Fab's Image goes to the leader, the 200 metre mark by a length to Huckster, Wise Caper. Then Final Lullaby. Gordon's Leap racing erratically. Mallow joining in out wide, but it's Fab's Image in front. Final Lullaby is coming at it late. Fab's Image just the leader, and it'll get home. Fab's Image has fought them all off and wins from Final Lullaby. Now third's a good go. Mallow's out deep. Huckster's in the middle, and Wise Caper the rail clear of Gordon's Leap. They were followed then by Executive Man, Byhurst, Tungwa, Garson Ra, and then came Convarry. Well back Kiwi Exchange after being there on the turn, and one of the last Jimbridge.
3:30.
Almost at Brisbane. The next in Melbourne, the favourite is one Zamanoff, 255 the winner, $1.05 the place. Second
$203.95. And the last one looks to be Blazing Keel going up to stool number 14. Number 3 Blazing Keel, B Grant riding, a colt by Blazing Saddles. It goes in now. And they're ready to go for the third at Eagle Farm.
Starting signal given. Starter about to make his way across to the platform. The lights are on. Prince Ashler, Montecito, Barbara's Boy, KR's Kid in close, King Hunter, Captain Comoran. Rocky Mac, Blazing Keel out wide. Line's good. Racing now, Montecito began very quickly near the inside, and so too did Prince Ashler, with Prince Ashler going fast and taking the lead. Blazing Keel from out wide began brilliantly. He's quickly raced up into second place. Montecito settling third on the inside of Barbara's Boy, Grand Thunder, and a length into Rocky Mac, who's off the track. Bartlett next on the outside of KR's Kid, Captain Comoran. Assans is drifting well back with King Hunter on the inside of Torvik. Java's out wide, and Black Romans last. Coming down the side, 700 to go. Prince Ashler the inside, joined by Blazing Keel, and they're going stride for stride at the moment. 2 clear of Montecito and Barbara's Boy. Another 2 lengths to Bartlett on the inside of Grand Thunder, and then Assans, Rocky Mac, the rails, KR's Kid. Further back came Captain Comoran, then Java on the outside of King Hunter, Torvik, and Black Roman. Straightening up, 400 metres left to go. Prince Ashler and Blazing Keel, they're locked together. Montecito's a length away third. Marnie's the first to get anxious. He's gone for the whip now on Prince Ashler, and Blazing Keel has got his nose in front. Montecito's running on strongly, and here comes Rocky Mac right down the outside. KR's Kid is coming home fast, and Assans is putting in a run, but the top weight swept to the lead. Rocky Mac, he's a length and a half clear of KR's Kid and Assans. Oh, he ducked out badly. He ducked out very badly, Rocky Mac. He had to stop riding him, straighten him up, and he's too good for them. Rocky Mac wins it by a length and a half. KR's Kid second, Assans probably third. Followed in by Montecito, Captain Comoran, then Bartlett. Further back, Grand Thunder, Blazing Keel weakened badly. King Hunter, Torvik well back. Prince Ashler stopped quickly, then Barbara's Boy, Black Roman, and Java last.
Well, let's have a look at this. This is Greg Hall aboard Rocky Mac to the right of the screen. It's in the green with the white sleeves. Look at Hall with the whip in the right hand, riding for dear life on Rocky Mac now. He's got a good advantage on KR's Kid now. Let's watch for this incident coming up now. Something's happened here. Now, you'll notice he He seems to shy out and lose his concentration, and he's proved a handful there for Hall, but he still had that advantage of about a length to a length and a quarter over Kayaroos Kid, who's on the inside of Ass Sands. Back up there in Brisbane at Eagle Farm, number 1 has paid $2.65 and $1.10. 10 Kayaroos Kid $1.05 and 6 Ass Sands $1.25. 1.10 and 6. And the Quinella is $14.20 for 1.10.6 on the 3rd at Eagle Farm. Now in Adelaide, the Victorian horse there, 7 Fab's Image, 3.30 and 1.10. Number 2 Final Lullaby, 75 and 11 Mellow on the outside, $2.50 for 7, 2 and 11. And the Quinella 5.75 and the Trifecta $203.95 for race 3 at Morfordville.
A little bit of movement from an outside horse here, and one pouring the ground closer in. Still there's a lot of unsteadiness in the line. Sparkling Century behaves well. So does the favourite. Racing this time had a beautiful start. One of the best to begin was Fancy Bree, Duchess of Alba, and Carathern away well, and Premier Flight is also driving through towards the lead, as is Sparkling Century. Not all that far away is So Dane, followed closely by on the outside Winged Feet, and a gap there to Aspirations and Scotch Hayes at the 1200, and Springer Wing goes to the lead from Fancy Bree. So Dane third, then Retail and Sparkling Century, Winged Feet and Premier Flight, Somerset Smile, Carathern. A length into Scotch Hayes on the inside, and behind them Lady Mador, Duchess Alba drifting back from Aspirations. A good margin off next is Take You Out, a Roman Song, and then comes Varinia on the outside. Sirocco Miss and Rosalinda and Brigantic back at the rear. The big field gallops past the 800. So Dane joins Springer Wing, third Fancy Bree, fourth on the outside Somerset Smile, then Retail, Winged Feet, 1 Sparkling Century, Lady Mador, Scotch Hayes, a length the Premier Flight, Aspirations to the outer, then Rosalinda, Varinia, followed by Duchess of Alba, Carathern, Take You Out, a Roman Song, Brigantic second last, and Sirocco Misses last. Around the corner they come, and Springer Wing just in front from Retail, and on the outside So Dane. Scotch Hayes getting up on the inner, plenty of room for Sparkling Century, and looking for the run Premier Flight, followed by Fancy Bree and Duchess of Alba, then Rosalinda right down the outside, finishing quickly. Scotch Hayes takes the lead, 150 to go. In second, Posse, Retail, Premier Flight getting out, and then Rosalinda, but Scotch Hayes the leader. Rosalinda is flying down the outside. Yep, I reckon she might have just got there. I think Rosalinda might have just beaten Scotch Hayes, but it's very close. Then Fancy Bree, followed by Sparkling Century, Duchess of Alba, Take You Out, Brigantic and Sirocco Miss, Premier Flight and Springer Wing, Aspirations, Roman Song, Somerset Smile, Carathern, Varinia, So Dane. A good margin away, Winged Feet, Lady Mador, and last of all was Retail.
Well, this is Jimmy Cassidy on this one. Rosalinda in the Bart Cummings colours of the green and gold diagonal stripes, white cabots, finishing at a tremendous rate, this filly. She's not quite in shot as Scotch Hayes looks the winner, but look at this one on the outside. Rosalinda gobbling up the ground, coming 2 to the leaders 1. And they're getting towards the line now. And oh, yes, she's got all the momentum on the outside. She'll probably get up and get the photo on the line. Number 16, Rosalinda by 3 legs. And she has finished at a tremendous rate and might even get up and gain the day on the post there from Scotch Hayes. And Fancy Bree is the horse that's pulled into 3rd placing. Over in Adelaide, tote favourite Corpus Delecti, 165, number 3 from Barrier 1. John Letts aboard. They're about to go.
Well, there's plenty of movement. 2 or 3 of them rocking and rolling. Racing this time, and a fair sort of a start, with the exception being Cotico. She turned it up at the start. She's missed it 3 or 4, and Best Away Corpus Delecti, Triple Dealer came out running. With them showing good speed, the recent maiden winner Positive Star, and Some Are Due trapped wide. It's nearly a line of 4. 2 lengths, the Arkabar Kid has the drop on that quartet. A length and a half, Welcome Duke. Then further back, Ace Man. They were followed back by Money Time. 3 lengths, Carnival, and then came All Noble. With it making a little bit of ground, but wide as Gypsy for Lou, and a length and a half, Cotico. As they come past the 600 before the turn into the straight, the leader Corpus Delecti. In second placing, Positive Star, showing plenty of cheek. The Arkabar Kid is going very well behind them. He's looking for a way 3, might get the split in a moment. Over on the outside, Triple Dealer winding up, Money Time, Welcome Duke, and Some Are Due. The run's there for the Arkabar Kid, who angles up on the inside of Corpus Delecti, goes to the lead. Triple Dealer out wide is coming after him now. The Arkabar Kid and Triple Dealer from Corpus Delecti, but the Arkabar Kid in front getting close to home. He only had to get that run to be hard to beat, and he's going to be 2